everyone, it's Allie, and today I'm going to be talking about DSLR cameras, and I'm going to show you how to do pinhole photography. At the end of this video, you'll get to use my camera to take your own shots. Before we get into pinhole photography, let's start out with shooting manually. There are three major things involved when shooting manually. First thing, ISO. What is ISO? ISO is the level of sensitivity of your camera to available light. This is measured in numbers: 100, 200, 400, 800, and 1600. The lower you go, the less sensitive it is to light. The higher you go, the more sensitive. The second thing is shutter speed. What is shutter speed? Shutter speed is the length of time your camera shutter is open. This is measured in fractions of a second. For example, 1/15th, 1/30th, 1/60th, and 1/125th. The lower speed is good for stuff like night photography, whereas the higher speed is good for stuff like freezing motion. The last thing is aperture. What is aperture? This controls the area which light can pass through your camera lens. This is also known as f-stops. A camera's aperture setting determines the depth of field in a picture. A lower f-stop like 2 creates a shallow depth of field, whereas a higher f-stop like 16 creates a large depth of field. Now that we've learned the basics, why shoot manually to begin with? Although we could let the camera shoot for us, it's probably not a good idea. It allows us to perfect our images in camera, which saves a lot of time in Photoshop. Also, the camera isn't always correct, and to be a great photographer, you need to know your stuff. You want to know these settings to always have the best outcome. Now let's get into pinhole photography. Believe it or not, you can make a pinhole camera out of almost anything. But because we have a camera, all we need to do is remove the lens. Now you want to find a black material, something similar to tinfoil. And don't forget a pin. You want to shape the material the same size as your lens. Once you've done that, fold it in half. And then fold it in half again the other way. That way you can find a middle. Take your pin and poke a very small hole in the center. This will allow light into your camera. Now place this over the body of your camera where your lens should be. Tape it down, and now you're ready to shoot. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.